Hi everyone, welcome to another video, 5th grade Common Core Math. Please go ahead and click the like button and remember to like, share and subscribe. Press the notification bell so that you will be the first to be notified whenever I post another video. Today we will be reducing fractions to lowest terms. Let's go over the rule. When we are reducing a fraction to its lowest term, we find the same number, use the same number, usually the largest number, to divide both numerator and denominator evenly, that is, without a remainder. So we're finding a number that will divide both numerator and denominator at the same time without a remainder. We can go ahead and use the largest number, but sometimes we are not able to go ahead and use the largest number. So we could just pick a number and reduce it to a lower term, and then we're going to use another number to further reduce it to its lowest term. So let's go ahead and practice reducing fractions to lowest term. Our first fraction is 2 over 10. 2 over 10. So as we look at 2 over 10, we know that 2 can divide 2 and 2 can divide 10. So we can go ahead and divide both numerator and denominator by 2. 2 divided by 2, 1. And 2 divided by 10, 5. So 2 over 10 is equal to 1/5. Next, 3/9. We know that 3 can divide 3 evenly. And then we know that 3 can also divide 9. So we divide both numerator and denominator by 3. 3 divided by 3, 1. 9 divided by 3, 3. So 3 over 9 is equal to 1/3. 6 over 14. So for examples 1 and 2, right away we spot that 2 is the only number that can divide 2. So we tried with a 10 and it worked. Here, in the second example, 3 is the only number that can divide 3 evenly, and we know that it also can divide 9. But let's look at 6. So 6 can divide 6, but 6 cannot divide 14. So let's try a smaller number. Let's try 3. 3 can divide 6, but 3 cannot divide 14. Let's try 2. 2 can divide 6, and 2 can also divide 14. So let's divide both number by the same number, 2. 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. And 14 divided by 2 is equal to 7. So 6 over 14 is equal to 3/7. 3 over 7. Let's look at 5/9. So 5 can divide 5. 5 can divide itself, but 5 cannot divide 19. There's no other number that can divide 5. So therefore, 5 over 9 is already in its lowest terms. So we just write this the way it is. 5 over 19. Next, 24 over 50. 24 over 50. And as we said, we use the largest number, but sometimes we do not readily spot the largest number. So let's try a small number like 2. We know that 2 can divide 24, And we know that 2 can divide 50. So let's start with 2. And then we can see if after dividing by 2, we can further simplify. So, divide by 2. 24 divided by 2 is equal to 12. 24 and 50 divided by 2 is equal to 25. Let's see, we know 12 cannot divide 25. Let's try 6. 6 cannot divide 25. It will divide 12 but not 25. Let's try 3. That doesn't work either for 25. 2 works with 12, but it doesn't work for 25. So this 12 over 25 is the lowest term. So 24 over 50 is equal to 12 over 25. Sorry. Next we have 8 over 32. We have 8 over 32. And we know that 8 can divide 8. So let's see if 8 can divide 32. Yes, it can. So we can just go ahead and divide both numbers by 8. Divide by 8. We could go ahead and divide by 2. Or we could divide by 4. But since we spot the largest number, it's best to go with the largest number instead of having to work, several times from a lower term to a lower term until we get to the lowest term. So if we can spot the largest number right away, it's good to just keep it going. So 8 divided by 8 is equal to 1. And 8 divided by 32 is equal to 4. So 8 over 32 is equal to 1/4, or we can say a quarter. Next, 10 over 25. We know 10 can divide 10, but not 25. So let's try 5. We know 5 can divide 10. So let's say 5 can divide 25. Yes, it can. So let's divide both numbers by 5. 10 divided by 5, 2. 25 divided by 5, 5. So therefore, 10 over 25 is equal to 2/5. Next, 3/12. 3 can divide 3. Let's say 3 can divide 12, and yes it can, so let's divide both numbers by 3. 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1, and 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. So 3/12 is equal to 1/4 or a quarter. And the last one, 8 over 20. We know 8 can divide 8, but 8 cannot divide 20. Next number that can divide 8 is 4. And when we check, we also see that 4 can also divide 20. So let's divide both numbers by 4. Eight divided by 4 is equal to 2. And 20 divided by 4 is equal to 5. And there you have it. Thanks for watching. I hope you find this very helpful. And this is very good to know, because when we start to do our fractions, adding fraction, this is gonna come in very handy. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.